Hello, my name is Lindsey. I am a 100% no tools psychic medium, spirit medium, literally all energy medium, animal communicator. I find lost pets all over the United States, right from my home in Asheville, North Carolina. And I just wanted to hop on here for a little bit and share with you the energy that I'm picking up on today, and also some tips for your psychic development. If you are wanting to get back to your core operating system, which is of pure instinct, intuition, alignment with source consciousness, which is in alignment with your purpose and mission for being here, then you are in the right place. So, I know someone in the comments asked about how to get rid of or get in control of the constant feedback going on in the mind. So, I'm going to speak a little bit on that. And it's a channeled message, okay? So, the way that I operate as a psychic is I connect, if I'm working with someone else, like a specific person, I connect to their energy by drawing out their name. If I don't have a piece of paper, I do it in the air. It's the same thing. That is my technique to initiate the reading of somebody else's energy that they're asking me for. There is this okay, so there is this misconception, and there is these lines that get crossed, especially in the first part, like when all of this stuff starts popping off. Everything feels very out of control. And if you watch the last video that I made, I spoke a little bit on this. And I made another video. Go check out my videos. The recent ones. Not saying the old ones are bad, but I was just talking about this. Things have to be out of control in order for you to learn how to harness them. If they are not out of control first, and this goes with everything in your life that you're wanting to master, things have to be out of control in order for you to gain control and to be able to harness and master them. So, at first, there is a lot of feedback. And when I say feedback, I mean your mind won't shut the fuck up. It is annoying. I used drugs over this and drank alcohol over this for a very long time. But it's complicated and it's individualized to everyone. For me, I had intrusive thoughts from PTSD, from being abused when I was 13, from being, trafficked. I was trafficked when I was 13 while I was on LSD. For like literally, not the first time I was on LSD, but the first time that I was really tripping on LSD, that's crazy shit happened. And I was not able to find the support that I needed to be able to deal with that. So I just started doing a lot of drugs and pushing it away because I couldn't deal with it. And I was a runaway, and I was in the rave scene. This is in the mid 90s to late 90s. And I was running away like very far. I was wild as fuck when I was young. and a criminal, for lack of better terms. So that's what I was dealing with. I was dealing with intrusive thoughts. So not only was I having a psychic awakening to where I had things talking to me that I didn't want talking to me, and unbeknownst to me, I lived in a haunted house with a father who was in Vietnam. Okay? My father had shit. I didn't realize this until after he passed away. My father had shit following him around wanting to fucking take him out that I couldn't even explain to you. I'm talking like thousands of stuck souls following my dad around. And my dad's lineage is where, if this is how it works, if it plays into it at all, because I know that our little minds are not capable of comprehending how everything is. We are stuck in this time, linear, man-made construct that really doesn't even exist and is very limiting when you're receiving information from beyond the veil, or spiritual information, or it's like our minds think it's one way, but it's actually way more elaborate and larger than you can even comprehend. Like reincarnation. Reincarnation is not linear. One soul does not go in to the next body. It's not like that. If you want to hear about reincarnation, let me know in the comments. Okay. So, you're all going to be dealing with your own salad of psychological puke that you have to sift through and clean up. It's kind of a weird analogy that you're going to have to clean up in order to get to peace. Okay? There's a lot that goes into it. And it took me a really long time, but it took me a really long time because I'm supposed to be here helping you guys so it doesn't take you as long. So don't be like, oh, fuck this, it's going to take forever. No, it's not. I took forever, so you don't have to. Number one thing is deconditioning. This is the number one thing you have got to start getting to the bottom of. It's never going to end, but you have to start. In order to start this, and what is deconditioning? Okay, let me talk about this first. What is deconditioning? What is conditioning? Conditioning are imposed views of outside of your body, outside sources, imposed onto your impressionable mind that you then decide and pick up as a story, as an identity, as a way of being, and decide that that is you. And then you live through that conditioning through every decision that you make. You move forward in life through this smokescreen of stories that you decided about yourself because of things imposed to you, imposed onto your mind through religions. I'm getting an attitude about that because somebody gave me shit in the comments the other day because I said religions and he twisted my words around. Religions, whether they're good or bad, whatever your concept on that is, religions impose their way of being onto people's minds, whether you agree to it or not. Societal norms, education, your parents' parents. I mean, even music scenes, anything outside of your body that you didn't originally come up with, which is very difficult when you are still operating through the conditioned mind, because you don't know what is a new thought or not. You have to decondition. A fantastic way to start doing this is to go to a website for human design. Get your free human design chart. Really, what I suggest doing, and I should be an affiliate of some shit like this, but I'm not yet. There's tons of apps for human design that you can download on your phone. Buy a year subscription of it. Because what your human design chart is going to help you with, for one thing, you need your time of birth, place of birth, birth date. If you don't know your time of birth, you can still figure it out. So don't let that stop you either. When you calculate your human design chart, you're going to know if the chart aligns with you or not, unless you're in absolute denial. And if you're in absolute denial, I don't know what you're doing here with me, because I'm not going to be able to help you if you are in denial and you're not honest with yourself. I'm not going to be able to help you, and I don't have time for that shit. Just saying. And yes, I can be a bitch and I can be aggressive, but I assure you, it's passion, not anger. And it's literally a creative passion. Unless I'm talking about some things that make me frustrated, like processes that need to be torn to the motherfucking ground because they're killing people. I might get a little angry about that and have some attitude, but there is no darkness in my heart. I can tell you that much. So don't be commenting on my videos talking about I have a shitty attitude, or oh, I'm so emotionally charged, or oh, you're so angry, oh, you have a dark attachment. No, you don't know what you're talking about. And your negativity is not going to be allowed in this space. I will just block you. So if you're looking at me and you hate me, you're not in the right place. Get the fuck out of here. You're not going to learn anything from me if you look at me and you hate me. Okay. I don't know why that's coming out, because there's a lot of fucking haters out there, and I'm not here to entertain the haters. I'm here to help people who are ready to get serious about getting control over their mind, body, soul, and spirit, creating boundaries, and reaching their fullest potential through alignment with their purpose, with what they're here to do, to usher in the new earth, and to change this fucking planet and the people on it, so they can awaken to them, to their potential, not scarcity mindset, projecting their bullshit onto others who are just trying to help people. I mean, it's like, how miserable do you have to be? If you're miserable, I might not be able to help you, because if you're miserable, I'm just going to project back to you your misery, and you're probably going to hate me, which I done. All right. Okay. So, deconditioning plus my 2-hour Foundations of Psychic Development class. That's what this whole class that I created is about. It is about deconditioning. Email me. I will send you the interactive PDF for free, and it's a recording of a live class that I taught over a year ago. I am considering bringing the class back and doing it live. If you would rather do the class with me live, let me know in the comments, because I'm going to need I need to know people want me to do that. Otherwise, just go watch the recorded one. I'll send you the workbook for free. If I do it live, it's not going to be free. I can tell you that right now. The class will not be free. My time is too limited, and I am a single mother, you know, not wanting to be in poverty for the rest of my life. So I charge money for my energy, and you should too. That is how you get out of the rat race of working for motherfuckers who don't pay you enough in the first place and don't give a shit about you. You charge money for your energy. You charge money for what you are good at. That is what an entrepreneur is. And the universe takes care of the rest. All right, so back to the chatter. You know, I had to go through EMDR therapy because I dealt with those intrusive thoughts until 10 years ago. A little over 10 years ago. I thought I was fucking crazy. I had to go through, my mind literally was taking everything and anything that was the worst possible shit that it could come up with and tormenting me with it on the inside. And I had to find my way out of that shit. And because I knew I wasn't going to hurt anyone, that I hadn't hurt anyone, and then I knew whatever was going on in there was not me. Because I had this awareness around it. And it was like a constant battle of reminding myself, I've never hurt anybody. I'm not going to hurt anybody. Why the fuck are these thoughts in my head? What the fuck is going on? So it was a lot of investigation work. I mean, at one point when I was 21, I was asking everybody in my family if they abused me before I could remember it because of what was going on in my head. And then, but through, everything has its purpose, because through that experience, I found compassion for predators. Because if they were in alignment with their mind and they identify with these intrusive thoughts, then I could see how they would think those intrusive thoughts were them, therefore hurting people out of thinking that those were their own thoughts when they were actually intrusive thoughts because of unhealed trauma. Let me know in the comments if that made sense. So everything has its purpose. I, in my early 20s, was not considering what happened to me when I was 13 as severe sexual abuse, because the way that I was dealing with it up until the point that I realized or learned that it was sex trafficking and that it was severe sexual abuse, I was taking responsibility for it. That's the only way that I had to deal with it. I made the choice. I was given a choice to walk off into the night. This is before cell phones, anything like that, in a shitty part of town, the worst part of town, in Cincinnati, Ohio, where I'm from. And I was 13. Take off down an alley. I could take off, or I could do what the guy was telling me I had to do. Those were my choices. Well, I was tripping balls, don't forget. I mean, I was tripping balls. And, I mean, so no, that was me being manipulated and me surviving. And I know now that, I mean, I have a son, he's 5. I'm not going to cry in this video. So, I just can't imagine. 13 is not grown. I don't care how old I looked and how mature I acted. I was 13. And that's a baby. So, it's going to be different for everybody. First thing, I don't want to overwhelm you guys, which I probably already have. So, what are you going to do when you stop watching this video? You are going to find your human design chart. Your human design chart is going to show you where you are impressionable. If you have open spot, like, okay, Some of the spaces are going to be filled in. I know this doesn't make any sense, so go look it up so it does. Some of the spaces in your chart are going to be filled in. Some of them are going to be open, so they won't be filled in with color. Those are your open areas. Those are where you are susceptible to outside sources and outside conditioning. Most of my chart is open, okay? I literally, most of it. It will help you. It's going to seem like a lot at first, but it's going to help you start putting everything together and see how ideas have been fed to you but aren't actually your preference. For an example of this, I have sisters. I have all older sisters. I have 4 older sisters. Closest one in age to me is 9 years older than me. I put all of these itches. Oh, I love them. I love them. But really, I put them on a pedestal until I was like 40. I'm only 42 now. I would like things because they liked them. Because they were cool in my eyes. When I finally realized that half the shit that I took on and said that I liked because they liked it, I fucking didn't like it. It wasn't me, it was them. It was their identity impressed onto me. Not intentionally, just it is what it is. I'm one of those people who, until I figured out who I was, and now I don't give a shit if people don't like me. Like, literally, I don't give a shit. You don't like me? I don't care. I like me. It took a lot of work to get there, though. I'm telling you that right now. So, that's an example. And from those things that you decide about yourself, you create stories about them. You create an identity. And then you're walking through life in this identity that's not even you. Like, if you have a job, if you have a corporate job, how much of that corporate job is your identity? How much are you blocking yourself from your true nature because you have had to make that job your identity, or you're not going to be able to fucking survive because you're so miserable? There's a lot to think about. There's a lot to work through. Just take one step at a time. Human design chart. Start reading up on it. It is a constant. It is a daily practice to decondition and to get to the root of your conditioning so you can let it go and reprocess and decide for yourself what you like and who you are and what you want and why you're here and what you want to be doing. Devoid of the outside influences imposing their selfish bullshit onto you. It's time to be selfish. It's time to be selfish. And impose what you want onto yourself. Anyway, I've got to go. Please share this video. Don't forget to subscribe. My name is Lindsey Latham. I'm a 100% no tools, spirit, medium, animal communicator. I literally have a lot that I do. If you are interested in booking a session with me, please email me or fill out the contact form on my website. It is ashevillePetPsychic.co.site. If you want to email me directly, you can just put my name, LANDSEY, at ashevillePetPsychic.co.site. All right, bye.